Let me bring this up real quick. Here we go again with this bullshit, chat. I didn't expect to do this. This was not in the cards. But in case y'all been living under a rock, breaking news as of an hour before the stream started. Warner Bros. Games has canceled Wonder Woman, and it shuts down multiple studios. Warner Bros. Games has canceled its Wonder Woman game, and they've shut down multiple studios according to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, very reputable. Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and WB San Diego have all been closed. That's a lot of people losing their jobs. The closing of Player First Games comes after its debut game, Multiverses. These are the creators of Multiverses. Got shut down. Warner Bros. Games acquired the studio in just July 2024. It's a new studio. WB San Diego was found in 2019 and focused primarily on mobile and free-to-play games. We don't care about that. Let's talk about Monolith. Because I feel like Monolith is the point where you can pinpoint where Warner Bros. Games has been going downhill, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and declare it. It's World War WB Games over here. I repeat, it's World War WB over here. And it all started with Shadow of War. People keep talking about Mortal Kombat being an L. Multiverses being an L. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. What else did they release that's recently an L? Yeah, The Fraud is in. There's another game they recently dropped. What was that other one? Let me know, chat. I can't think of it off the top of my head. They've dropped like 3 or 4 duds. But you can, oh, Suicide Squad. How could I forget about Suicide Squad? The game that made a lot of people really want to join the Suicide Squad. But you can pinpoint WB's downfall. Gotham Knights. You can pinpoint their downfall with Shadow of War. And it's a shame too. This is another example of how greed destroys everything. We talk about this on the stream all the time. These capitalist pigs, they're ruining our art. WB Games was the publisher behind Shadow of Mordor, which is a really good game. I'd argue it's pretty underrated. But it was successful enough that they came out with a sequel called Shadow of War. Now, why do I pinpoint Shadow of War as being the first domino to fall in this L of a company? Because when that game came out, they took the formula of Shadow of Mordor and they added microtransactions, a single-player action-adventure story-driven game that had 3 acts. And if you played that game, the 3rd act of that game was one of the most basura things that I've ever played. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting in my Dominican bag. That 3rd act was basura. Bullshit. Because the game went from being a streamlined, single-player story-adventure action game, right? And you get to the 3rd act, and the game manipulates you. It tries to trick you into buying microtransactions. They padded the last third of that game with fucking XP bonuses and shit. They made it super grindy to where you couldn't defeat any. I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted to buy microtransactions. It was so fucking bad. That was a game that I feel like was underhated when it should have been hated more. Because it was a perfectly fine game. In terms of a sequel, it was great. But for some reason, they made that last section unbearable, and I almost didn't finish it. It took like a fucking month to beat the last part of the game because you had to grind. Where'd my fucking beat go? What the hell? What is this shit? Got random J Dilla. Shout out to J Dilla, RIP. Let me put this back on loop. Bring that shit back. It took like a damn near a month to beat the final section because it was so tedious. fucking ghouls and goblins every 5 seconds, orgs attacking you. You level 20, they level 50. Tomorrow, I'm still level 20. The next day, I'm still level 20. Why did y'all do that? That was the first red flag. Ever since then, they ain't been acting right. Because after Shadow of War came out, they saw the success of the Nemesis system. If you've never played the Shadow of Mordor series, it featured a unique system in the game called the Nemesis system. It's never been featured in any other game, so you can only experience it in Shadow of Mordor and its sequel, Shadow of War. What it was you would get attacked by random underbosses. No, you would fight an underboss, right? They'd survive and they'd run away. Then out of nowhere, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 hours later, that underboss would come back. Like you could have poked his eye out. He comes back with an eye patch. You be in the middle of a boss fight and he said, nigga, you remember me? That's not what he actually said. He said, Ranger. Now you gotta run a 2v1 fade. The shit was fire. It kept the game dynamic, unique. We've never seen that in another game. So after Shadow of Mordor dropped, what happened was WB Games saw how much people liked this new system, and they said, let's keep this to ourselves. So they patented the system so that the only people who could use the Nemesis system was WB Games, unless another studio came to WB Games and paid that excruciating licensing fee. So that gameplay mechanic, one of the most interesting, unique gameplay mechanics we've seen in the last 15 years, has never been used again because of corporate greed. But there was hope. There was hope. Because eventually Monolith would announce, when was Wonder Woman announced? Let's see. When was Monolith Wonder Woman announced? Because I'm pretty sure it's been like 5 years. 2021, whatever. 4 years ago. Monolith comes out and reveals to the world they're working on their next project. It'll be called Wonder Woman. Who doesn't love Wonder Woman? Bad bitch, kicking ass. Lasso of truth, choking niggas out. Fighting Ares. Kissing up on Batman. Making niggas tell the truth. And they said it would feature the Nemesis system. Now I did question it because I said, how many people are we? Like, I only know a few Wonder Woman villains. Like, I don't know how that was gonna work with villains coming in and out. But whatever, we gonna let it rock because it's Wonder Woman, right? Maybe we could get a Gal Gadot skin or something. I don't know. We waited a year, nothing. We waited 2 years, nothing. 3, 4, still nothing. Then a story comes out like a month ago, about how this game has been in development hell. They scrapped it and they started over again. I said this game ain't coming out till the PlayStation 6 comes out. Now we have news, the game has been canceled. So now the Nemesis system that WB Games patented will never be used again, most likely, unless they sell the patent. These niggas gatekept a gameplay mechanic due to corporate greed. And the irony is they never made any money off of it because of corporate greed. Gotham Knights failed. Suicide Squad failed. Mortal Kombat 1 failed. Multiverses failed. You niggas made no money. Now, we don't like the idea of you hiding gameplay mechanics behind a patent. I don't even know how they legally got past that in the courts. But you did it. If you had flop after flop after flop after flop after flop, and you hurting for cash, do you need some money? If you're poor, why not license your Nemesis system out to developers who want to use it? Y'all not hearing me. If you have flop after flop after flop after flop after flop, and you need some money, because didn't we read Suicide Squad cost these niggas like $200 million alone? Why not license your Nemesis system out to studios that could have used it? EA got money. Activision got money. We know Microsoft got money. They buying all the studios. Ubisoft, you guys are broke. But you could have did that. Hogwarts Legacy cannot carry the torch enough. You niggas went 1 for 5 in the last 10 years. Out here shooting like Zion Williamson. Meaning you're not doing anything because you're on the bench all the goddamn time. This is crazy. And now, this is the most heartbreaking shit about this news. We don't know what's going to happen to this system because there's nothing in the news report about this. And I looked. This is breaking news. Maybe we'll get an update, but I cannot stress enough. You guys hit a gameplay mechanic behind corporate greed. And the irony is you now no longer will be able to use it due to corporate greed. The CEO of WB Games is stepping down. Developers are getting fired left and right. And then you niggas is talking to me about James Gunn in the stream yesterday. James Gunn this, James Gunn that. He's gonna save WB. These niggas is strapped for cash. Their movies are flopping. Their games are flopping. I don't know if y'all saw the news. Where it at? Where? I think I saved it. Which one is it? No. I forgot to save it. DC wants to make a Marvel Rivals clone. Here it is. James Gunn says that he's in talks with oh wait, that's not the right one. There it is. I wish I would have saved that tweet. Who got the link for me, bro? This shit's gonna piss me off. I know I saw it. James Gunn talking about making a Marvel Rivals clone. Oh, is this it? Marvel Rivals like game with DC characters is a possibility according to James Gunn. Now if you missed yesterday's stream, we had some James Gunn meat munchers in the goddamn chat. Got upset because I said, seeing is believing for me. There's a difference between making Guardians of the Galaxy and reinventing an entire DC universe. And I'm not saying that he can't do it. I hope he does it. I'm a nerd. I want good quality content. But until that Superman movie comes out, I don't believe it. This nigga's on Twitter talking about we're gonna make DC allies, DC friends to take on Marvel Rivals. Nigga, Marvel Rivals just came out last month. Superman is not even out yet. All your games are failing. Let's take a look at Gotham Knights. Let's take a look at Suicide Squad. Yes, James Gunn is not in charge of making these games. He's not a game developer. But that's all the reason why you should take more time to vet a company and make sure you get the right company to make the game. You haven't even put out a movie. People tweeting me in my chat, DC Ops, DC Online 2. In my chat talking about, you excited? They might make DC Rivals. No. Let's make sure Crypto the dog is cool first. Because right now, Warner Bros. Is crumbling. It's not just the games. It's the whole goddamn... I live in LA. I've driven past Warner Bros. I've been to Warner Bros. Recently, too. It's real quiet. You could tell. It's not as many snacks in the break room. You could tell. So, what the fuck is going to happen to the Nemesis system? We need an update. Whoever is the new CEO of WB Games, or just because I think they dissolved it, period. Whoever's in charge of talking to the goddamn press, you need to let us know. This is a travesty. I wanted to be a bad bitch in the Invisible Jet. Whipping that bitch with fucking Green Lantern. Wally West. Batman right next to me. Crypto the dog. We can't do that now. She was probably gonna fight Cheetah. Y'all seen Cheetah? Cheetah, Wonder Woman. We need Cheetah to go mainstream. You know why? Because bad bitches are gonna they're gonna cosplay Cheetah at the convention. We need the Wonder Woman cosplays to go up. Now we not getting Cheetah. Now we gotta put the Cheetah Girl DVD back in. I gotta watch Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters now. That's the only Cheetah we gonna get. Cheetah Girls 1. Cheetah Girls 2. That's all we getting. They not seeing the vision. They not seeing the vision. Cause y'all don't understand, Wonder Woman's Rogues Gallery is not as mainstream. Now we gotta watch more Disney Channel movies. This is crazy. WB Games, you owe the people an apology. I'm gonna end this rant with this. I hate to break it to the Harry Potter nerds. You niggas is nerds, by the way. You Dumbledore, Ravenclaw, Slytherin ass niggas. You guys are nerds. Second, I hate to be that guy, but I am an expert in pattern recognition. Look at the patterns. No Invisible Jet. No Cheetah Girls. All the other games failed. All I'm saying is money's looking a little tight. I think all the money's going to the Superman movie. Do not be surprised if we wake up one day and we get a headline that states Hogwarts Legacy 2 is canceled. Because right now, WB is poor. They are fucking poor. They're poor right now. Poor. WB is the PS4 niggas of movie studios. Matter of fact, whatever games they're probably gonna come out with, they're probably gonna be on PS4. This is disappointing. I'm tired of seeing this. Jokes aside, I'm tired of seeing people getting laid off. America, are we great? Are we great yet? Because all I see is people losing their jobs across every fucking sector. We're losing jobs over here. We're losing jobs over there. Newsflash, dumbasses. If nobody has money to spend, the economy can't be stimulated. Stop stimulating yourself on the hub and think for a moment. If nobody has money to spend, that means the economy can't be stimulated. If everybody's getting fired at once, that means there's a lot of people fighting for the same jobs that are left at once. It's not funny anymore. Make better games, make better decisions, treat people right that are doing good things. Because now we will never get Cheetah. We'll never get the Cheetah cosplay, chat. Look at this shit. This could have been us. This could have been us. I'm turning this shit off. Put my other beat back on. I'm sick of this shit. Welcome to the stream, BD Cap. McDonald's ain't hiring. They installing fucking tablets and shit like that. Fucking bullshit, bro. That kind of annoys me though. I'm not gonna lie. Bullshit aside, I actually was really looking forward to that Wonder Woman game because I don't think there's ever been a Wonder Woman game done. Has there? Correct me if I'm wrong. Has there ever been a Wonder Woman game? If it was, it had to be some Sega Genesis shit. Wonder Woman game. I think she's a cool character. It annoys me as well. Like, is there ever? I don't think there's ever been a Wonder Woman game. Sega or Genesis, maybe. Justice League Task Force. Nah, some Dreamcast. Yeah, I deadass don't think there's ever been. That would have been like the first one. James gonna leave Spidey alone. Oh yeah, Lego Batman. That don't count, man. I need all the James Gunn meat munchers to stop too. Injustice don't count. Niggas are annoying. That's not all the bad news we got to do today too. Yo, shout out to King with the sub. Fable, the reboot of Fable, it got delayed. Fable delayed till 2026. Microsoft reveals brand new alpha gameplay though. Microsoft has delayed Fable from 2025 release window to some point in 2026, while also providing a first look at brand new gameplay. Fable is the upcoming reboot of the Xbox franchise made famous by the now defunct Lionhead Studios. It's in the works at UK Studio Playground, which is known for its much-loved Forza Horizon series driving games. I didn't know that was the same team. In the latest episode of the Xbox podcast, Craig Duncan reassured fans that the new Fable game is definitely worth the wait. But let's look at this new gameplay though. I just want to start with we're really excited about our progress, really excited about where the playgrounds are. We previously announced that the date for Fable will be 2025. We're actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. While I know that may not be the news people want to hear, what I want to assure people is that it's definitely worth the wait. I have unequivocal confidence in the Playground team. If you think about their history and legacy with the Forza on Horizon, the last few games, critically acclaimed, 92 Metacritic. Yeah, but making Forza and Fable are two different things, you know? Just because you made good racing games doesn't mean you're going to make good action-adventure RPGs. What up, Willie? And just what they're bringing to the Fable franchise, just think of the visuals of what you expect of the Playground games, plus amazing gameplay, British humor. British humor. You niggas can't cook and you're not funny. I'm not gonna lie. Britain is literally just Cleveland. Anyways, what up, McKay? It makes sense because there's a lot of games coming out this year. They probably just needed more time to polish it. Playground's version of Avalon. So inspired by what's gone before with the franchise, but their take is quite frankly the most beautifully realized version of Avalon you'll ever seen. So really excited about the plans and really excited about the future. I want the community to understand that we do these things for the best of the games and the team, and ultimately the results are the best. Even still, like I stand on what I said. I'm not saying this game will be bad, but I didn't know this was being made by the Horizon team, the Forza team. Like, let me give you an example of what I mean, right? One of the reasons why that Star Wars game that came out, what's the Star Wars game that recently came out with the old girl? The Ubisoft one? Star Wars, Ubisoft. Star Wars Outlaws. One of the reasons why Star Wars Outlaws was so clunky is this was made by the same team that made what was that shit on the Snowdrop engine? They just had DLC. Division. Yeah, it was made by the same team that made The Division. Now this is an action adventure platforming kind of game. And that's why, like, the way she was moving was kind of clunky because they were used to making, like, third-person cover shooters. Like, sometimes, like, just because you have experience doing something doesn't mean it translates well. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying that, like, I'm a pro football player, so I'm going to be a good pro basketball player. It doesn't necessarily translate. Sometimes there are people that can play baseball and basketball, you know? But that's not always the case. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I want it to be bad. I'm just saying, oh, I didn't know this was being made by the Forza team. If it would have been made by a team that has a background in action-adventure RPGs, that'd be different. But I'm curious to see. I hope they pull it off. Yo, shout out to Brandon with the super chat. Let me turn my notifications back on. I cannot see your super chat. Let me bring up the YouTube. I don't know what you said. Doggy is number one. Hokage HQ. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. There's 400 of y'all in here. Just hope everyone has a decent day. If you in the YouTube chat, drop a super chat. Twitch, drop a sub. Hey, shout out to Brandon. I appreciate you with the super chat, bro. Facts, I'm trying to figure out what I missed. They made Avatar 2. You talking about the Star Wars Outlaw team? You're proving my point even more if that's the case. Because that Avatar game was ass. Brother saying the Wonder Woman game is canceled. Yeah, we already talked about that. We got an update on the current situation going on with Ubisoft. If you missed yesterday's stream, Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows, it leaked online, so be careful out there. You might want to ban some words on social media. You know, people love to spoil shit, so spoilers are floating around. Hard copies and digital copies are flying around, and people are apparently they've been streaming the game. The streams have been getting knocked offline. But don't be surprised if you frequent forums like gaming forums, somebody posts some stuff. Ubisoft has responded to the leaks over the weekend, and is spotted by Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit. Now deleted social media posts show physical copies of the game being sold ahead of its street date, and multiple streams of the unreleased game popped up on platforms like Twitch. Developer and publisher Ubisoft has now responded to the leak, confirming on the Assassin's Creed subreddit that it was aware of the issue and implored players not to spoil the experience for others. You know motherfuckers gonna do that shit. I don't understand why these companies just don't come out and be like, hey, if you, we'd appreciate if you don't spoil it, but we know some of you will, and if you do, we're gonna take your shit down. Like, I don't understand why people don't just threaten them. We are well aware of players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. So it must be an old build, or there might be like a day one patch or something like that. Like, yeah, Nintendo don't play about their IPs. We need to see more companies like Nintendo. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players, Ubisoft added. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community and for already taking... Like, you can say that and also say, hey, if you post footage and we find you, we are going to strike your shit down. How does this shit like this even happen? A lot of times games are done months in advance, usually like 3 months out. Somebody leaked the code, probably. If it's a hard copy... Because we're only a month out, so the hard copies might be available.
Used responsibly to pay off the Gotham.
Shout out to Kevin G with the super chat. It might be some dickhead at because I was talking about it yesterday.
4 little boys in the Batcave.
Thanks for
shout out to Poison Jam with the sub. It might be some dickhead at GameStop.
Rouge the Bat, but
remember, this game has a lot of hate for it. There are a lot of people that want to see this game fail, so there might be some dickheads at GameStop that got copies in the back that are not supposed to be out. They're probably telling customers, hey, you know that woke DEI shit? Fuck Ubisoft. If you want it early, slide me an extra $5. I'll give it to you, buddy. Right here, right now. Fuck them. Like, bruh, sale's a sale. Did I close the YouTube chat? I might have closed it. No, I didn't. Shout out to Kevin G with the super chat. Say less. I'm sure I missed it, but what are your thoughts on the Korra discourse? The thing with Korra, I said, I believe it's a bait and switch. I believe she did something that caused caused an apocalypse, but I think she's being framed. I think that's what the story will be about. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think they'll make Korra out to be a villain, because at the end of the day, it is a kid's show and the Avatar is supposed to be the hero. So I think it'll be the new Avatar fighting the current villain and uncovering the truth of what actually happened to Korra. I think she probably did some type of sacrifice that caused a lot of damage and it made her look bad. I think that's what it's going to be. I just don't see Nickelodeon turning her into a flat-out villain.
Just got approved for Section 8 housing.
Yo, shout out to Tevin with the gifted subs, and shout out to Watts with the fucking raid, the big raid. I appreciate you. The sad thing is the footage being posted or something is not done. The grifters will drive that narrative. Yes, and that's why I said it might be some dickhead at a mom and pop shop or a GameStop sold somebody an early copy of the unfinished version, just so they can push some type of narrative. Like, oh, look at this character clipping through the wall. This game is terrible, knowing that that will be patched day one. As I said, like, this shit is getting really corny. It's getting really corny. I appreciate you, Watts. Or maybe something happened before her death and someone used it to frame her. That's what I'm saying. Like, I smell a setup story. I smell a setup story. Every Avatar has tried to do something to save the world and they have seen unforeseen consequences. I hope they really go into detail explaining, though, what made everybody hate her. Like, that's going to be cool. We need to take time to appreciate your top tier reading skills just because they say niggas can't read Black History Month. Well, to be fair, Jaquan, most Americans can't read. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but don't put that on black people. I think I read the average reading level is dropping to 6th grade. It was 8th grade for a while, but the average American is like a 6th grade reading level. So don't put that on black people. And I mean, look at the current state of the country. It's very obvious a lot of people can't read. I love how buff Korra was. She did have a cool character design. I really liked season 1 of Korra. It just kind of went like that. Season 2 was basura though. That shit was ass. They saying it's because Korra left the door to the spirit world open. Yeah, probably some evil ass demons blew some shit up or whatever. I don't really remember season 3. But you said buff. Korra was buff. She definitely was buff. Season 3 was the best season. I don't remember it. I feel like I gotta go back and watch it. Actually, 5th grade, really? Shit is sad. We got a new character for Tekken. Anybody care? Anna Williams. Anybody?
I hope this new follower is as loyal to you as Harley's dumbass is to me.
I'm only interested in my inferior half. This won't take long.
Y'all still playing Tekken? The Scarlet Lightning.
8.
Yo, they gave her the Auntie Bob, bruh. They should have made her a black woman.
Every time someone donates a super chat, I'm going to Snapchat Sonic my intrusive thoughts.
The shout out to Elite with the super chat. I appreciate you. What up?
Anna Williams.
She got a rocket. You mean the character that was in the last game being sold in this game now? They always do that with fighting games. This is nothing new at this point. Y'all accepted it. So now it's a regular.
Nie mogłam się doczekać.
I've been looking forward to this.
Zaczynajmy. I hear
Why you stop playing Tekken? Because I got tired of playing it.
about a pre-meal.
I'm not trying to go pro. After a certain point, you have to ask yourself, do I really want to... After a certain point with these multiplayer games, once you get your fun fix out of it, you have to ask yourself, do you really want to be stressed out in this game? Like, I'm not making any money. I'm not trying to be a pro in this shit. Like, as long as I'm better than my friends, right? Like, Marvel Rivals is about to be put on ice because Monster Hunter's coming out. Split Fiction's coming out. The first Berserker's coming out. Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out. I am not trying to be an esports. I do not care whether or not y'all think I'm good at games. Playing for fun. I just cover this stuff because I know people be interested and you might have missed the news. That's all. And I still like to know what's going on.
I'd love for you to taste my cooking sometime.
Who was my favorite Tekken player? I played King.
I'm going to make you pay.
Feelings mutual. I love that we're so close, little sis.
Which Tekken is she from? I don't remember this character. You trying out any Steam Next Fest demos? What they drop? What demos you talking about? How long I've been playing Monster Hunter? This would be my first one. The only other Monster Hunter I've ever played was Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS, but I didn't really like it. And it's been in this since Tekken 2. It might be the character design that's throwing me off. I don't remember her.
Sick of that face of yours. Serves you right. Time to say goodbye.
Tekken 2 was a long time ago. I don't remember.
Once and for all. You're done now, you dirty.
She got the Black Panther claws. She look cool. And she's in 2. I'm hopeful for Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, the beta was cool. Just, you know. It'd be cool to play the game with the boys. Freaking play something you can sit back and just chill, fight shit. You said you smashing? No, because it's a digital character. Anyways, on the whim of the launch of Monster Hunter, guys, we got some sad news. Monster Hunter style free to play game Dauntless is shutting down. Ahead of the arrival of Monster Hunter Wilds later this week, Monster Hunter style game Dauntless has announced it's shutting down, guys. The servers will no longer be available as of May 29th, 2025. Any Dauntless fans out there? The timing on this collapse is crazy. The game you're trying to be like is when you drop it and when the new one comes out. It was fun for a week. It was fun for like 2 days and I got off of it just because like I felt like it lacked depth in comparison to Monster Hunter. Never heard of Dauntless. It was a free to play. Like it like when Monster Hunter has like an open world, and this one it was just like levels. You go fight the monster and then you leave. Like there was like no exploration. But it was free, so like people tried it. I mean, it had a decent run. Shout out to them. But if you're into it, just know it's shutting down on the 29th of May. Wasn't this released around? It came out in 2019. It says. Do you remember Hyperscape? That game was okay. It got sold to crypto in December. Well, that makes sense why it fell apart then. A Ninja Turtle games that isn't a beat up. There's a Ninja Turtles game. Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown demo is out now. Is this one of those demos you were talking about? Now offers a playable demo on PC, however, the try version of it. They got a trailer for this? This is XCOM Ninja Turtles? Where's the trailer for this? Ta-da. I don't know if I would want to play XCOM Turtles. Let's see. Turtle status report. No voice acting? We're busting out shells. I found out my mom be watching your TikTok. She ain't know I edit for you. Laugh my ass off. That's a case of small world. What did you say? First of all, how did your mother find my TikToks? That's so random. Second, what did you say? You'd be like, wait a minute, I know that guy. I'm the one who, you're literally watching my work. What did you say to her? That's fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'll play this. This is figurines. There's like no animations either. It's hard to look at this after playing Baldur's Gate 3, where Baldur's Gate 3 had so much attention to detail and love. No, but some action figurines moving around, bruh. It's like a phone game. Yeah, like this would be okay for mobile, I guess, but like PC, I'm not playing this. No demos I can suggest at the moment, but I started checking out the trending tab to see what's popping. True. That's a pass. Dash a pass. That's shutting down. And then Inzoi. I think Inzoi comes out next month too. This is the new game that's supposed to compete with The Sims. A lot of people are comparing it to it but like it looks different with the realistic graphics. I personally don't care about this game, but I know a lot of people are excited about it. I found this article about it. The director speaking on it. Inzoi is looming ever closer, and with its first real competition The Sims has had, Krafton's take on the life sim genre looks like it'll be closest we get to EA's scope and scale for a good while. Despite that, the director doesn't view this game as a rival. We see Inzoi not as a competitor to The Sims, but rather as another option that fans of the genre can enjoy. Translation, we want to piss off EA. Kim told during a recent interview for the latest issue of PC Gamer magazine, we have great respect for the legacy of The Sims is built over the years, since we know that reaching that much depth in such a short period of time is no easy task. This is due to the nature of the life sim games which cover the vast and complex concept of life, making it difficult to capture every aspect. It's a very sportsmanlike showing from Kim, who I'm sure is all too aware of how many Sims players are mentally pitting the two games against each other right now. But it seems like that instead of trying to do everything better than The Sims, Kim wants to offer an alternative experience. I mean, two things can be true at the same time. Our aim is to provide a different experience by highlighting our unique features, he said. Inzoi is designed to allow players to freely shape the life they desire using various creative tools. To achieve this, we have a realistic visual style powered by the Unreal Engine 5, in-depth customization features, and AI-driven creative tools. We hope that players explore those features to bring their imaginations to life, become their own protagonists, and live in these worlds. Can someone explain to me, like, what, for the Sims fans out there that are excited about this game, like, this is all just a bunch of PR jargon. Why are you guys excited about this in comparison to The Sims? Like, what is it doing different that The Sims never added that you wanted? Shout out to Busy with the sub, I appreciate you. EA need the pressure. Comp. Sims 4 old as fuck. Multiplayer. Is it like an MMO style type of thing?
Thanks for knocking the Sonic.
I never get the hype for sim games. Yeah, I can barely manage my own life, so like I just can't get into these sim games. I don't want to manage anybody else's life. I'm trying to enjoy a power fantasy. Boom, boom, boom. It's like GTA roleplay, but more grounded in reality. Do you have to actually stop at like red lights in these games and shit? Because it brings back features that Sims 3 and 2 had, honestly. So is anybody in the chat playing this when it drops? PC Gamer, it's hitting shelves on February 27th in the UK, and then yeah, it comes out March 18th in the US. I'll be on it, getting your own house. I'll be keeping my eye on it. I want to see what people are saying about this game. Getting your own house before even applying for a job is the power of the fantasy. Okay. Allows you to just live in that fantasy, and can't get a job in real life, so I'll get a job in The Sims. Gonna go flip some burgers, guys. She said also, he seems smart. I'm glad you work with good folks. Oh, I missed the first thing you said. Oh, there it is. She was watching the short about inflation, and she told me that you just been on her For You page since. She was really happy to find out I was editing. Okay, I didn't even peep the first point. That makes sense why that ended up, because I was like, why would she be seeing like gaming content? But yeah, she saw the inflation shit. That's funny. We gotta spread the good gospel. Speaking of The Sims, did you hear about GTA Online is trying to become the next meta? The next meta? I'd argue it already is. I'd argue the only real metaverses out there is Fortnite and in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like you said, it's trying to be. I'd argue it is. The motherfuckers never get off that game. People keep saying that, you know, we've been waiting forever for Grand Theft Auto 6, but y'all fail to realize Grand Theft Auto 6 took forever to come out because of y'all. Y'all wouldn't get the fuck off that game. Keyboard cripping, broadband blooding. Y'all getting BBLs, custom servers, making movies and shit, reenacting plays. Fucking The Lion King, making The Lion King and Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't want to watch that. You're reaching boomers now, covering all demos. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Quick one. Marvel Rivals is giving away 200 units to everyone as an apology for the server outages, and players are very happy. I literally made 200 units in my sleep, so you get some free coins. I mean, that's self-explanatory. I don't have to read this. For those unaware, the servers went down yesterday for some people. It didn't go down for me, but like a lot of people were complaining the servers were down, and because people didn't get their fix of Marvel Rivals, that's why I think I did notice the queue times were a little bit longer yesterday. I think that's why. So because the servers were down for some people, they're putting some money on people's accounts so you can, you know, buy some stuff in the game for those of you unaware. I know it was really rough for some of you guys. The servers are down. I'm really only excited about this because I hope Jay the Gamer makes some skits about this. What everybody was doing while the Marvel Rivals servers were down. Yeah, but they're trying to go crazy with the next GTA Online. You don't know that. We haven't seen no game. How could you say that? How could you say that, Loudy? I can't stress enough, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen during the earnings call, they said it's coming out this year. We have not seen any gameplay for Grand Theft Auto 6. We don't know what they're doing for that game. Yeah, just put some money on the books, bro. That's how you keep the fans happy. Yeah, we don't even got a release date, but they said it's coming out this year. We got the PC requirements for Metal Gear Solid Delta, the remake for Metal Gear Solid 3, right? Snake Eater. It's coming out August 28th on PC, and here are the requirements. Here are how many gigawatts you'll need for your PC to play it. Let's see, who cares about the minimum requirements? I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking at the minimum, you don't even recommend it. 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 3080, and 100 gigs of space. Pretty standard stuff. So 100,000 gigawatts, 1,200 gigawatts, 1,500 gajillion trillion watts. You feel me? You should be good. You should be good. But I mean the minimum, but they said an i5 and a 2060. So I mean, if you have a 2080, you'll still be able to run it. Besides, they've always had to share good news to keep the investors happy and satisfied for the time being. That's what sucks, bro. It puts a timetable on everything because they have to appease the board or whatever. But I've been staring at the minimum for 3 years. It's time to upgrade, Bogans. It's time to upgrade. I feel that though. I just upgraded. I feel that. I've been thinking I might buy some stock in Take-Two Interactive before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. Let that shit spike and then flip it. Who knows? This is not financial advice, by the way. I know y'all gonna buy that shit. So basically a PC made by NASA, something like that. But you're right. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Will this run on my PS4? 600. Oh, I did save the article. I don't know why I couldn't find about them talking about they wanted to make a DC Rivals. We already talked about that earlier. I did touch on the for people who were wondering, I did touch on the WB Games stuff. Take-Two is publicly traded. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Take-Two Interactive Games stock. Yeah. It's a little pricey. Boom, 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 boom. Get you. I'm gonna buy one share. Yeah, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I got it saved. It's actually down. Will it run on the Wii U? Hell nah. TI 1080 Ti like a Toyota, it runs forever. Oh my god, get out of here, bruh. What's this? John Berthal will be co-writing the Punisher special for Marvel Studios. Special? What are you? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ronaldo, Marcus Green, King Richard is set to direct. Described as a shotgun blast of a story, but also has all the pathos and emotion. What does that mean? A special? It's a movie or something? I need Siggity stop gatekeeping the financial advice. When is this supposed to come out? I've never even heard of this. Who he killing this time? Yeah, definitely still using it. It's a mini series. So is it season 2? Because I mean, wasn't the Punisher a mini series too? Like, at least it's Shane. Well, they already said they're bringing everybody back pretty much, I think. Right? Probably like 30, 45 minute episodes like the werewolf. I'll be watching it either way. I'll be watching it. Just like I'll be watching Daredevil. That's coming soon too. That's crazy. I didn't even mean to bring this up. The Warner Bros. Patent for the Nemesis system is set to expire on August 11, 2036. How did I miss this? I accidentally pulled this up. We might never see the Nemesis system till 2036, chat. I'll be 46 years old when this shit is released from the shackles. Free my nigga. This is fucking crazy, bruh. Oh my God. At that point, I don't even remember, bruh. Oh my God. 46 with 2 kids and married. Don't put that on my body, bruh. I'm not married yet, so no sex before marriage. We can't be thinking about all that stuff, chat. No